The clouds are rolling in, and we are getting ready for our first Arctic outflow of very cold winter weather. So I'm preparing for that in my shuttle bus, and let's see how we weather this storm. The title of this video is Weathering the Storms. And I'm not just talking about winter storms, although I know some areas are experiencing extremely cold weather. And most of this video is going to be about me dealing with the coldest weather we tend to get here in my basically uninsulated bus. But so many of us are going through storms of different kinds, firestorms, windstorms, and political storms too. The world is in a lot of turmoil right now in so many ways, and I decided that I was going to weather this particular winter storm that we're having here, which a lot of you would laugh at for me calling it a storm. I decided the best thing I could do when I woke up to snow earlier this week was to go for a walk in it and have a little bit of fun. And I'm going to share with you the silly fun that I got up to. And I hope that that helps you weather whatever storms you're going through a little bit better. Maybe it'll make you laugh because I'm about to make a bit of a fool of myself. But if it makes you feel good or lightens your day for a few minutes, then that's all worth it. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do it, but it is a tradition of mine that whenever I'm out in the snow, at least once in a winter season, I have to make a snow angel. And, oh, I'm looking at a pretty good spot here. I'm just going to be a little embarrassed if anyone goes by and sees an old woman rolling around in the snow. They'll probably run and help me because they'll think I've fallen and I can't get up. But I don't think I'm going to be able to film it because I don't have a tripod with me. My tripod's kind of broken. But I'll show you where I'm going to make the angel, and then I'll show you the imprint. Okay, here we go. Hang on. Okay, this is the spot I've chosen. Right here by the tree. Too many kids walking home from school right now. I'm going to move a little bit further into this little park, this little neighborhood park. But oh my gosh, it's so invigorating. Finding a new spot. Here we go. Now I gotta get up. Oh, I think I had the camera pointed the wrong way too. Okay. Trying not to rain. Trying not to ruin the imprint. Trying to get up. Okay, I'm gonna turn you around. Take my glove off. Well, there it is. My angel imprint. Had a little trouble getting back up without ruining it. There's not a lot of snow here yet, and my head didn't make much of a dent, but I'm happy with that. Okay, let's go back to the bus, and I will tell you how it is in there today and whether I'm going to be able to continue to stay in there, because the temperatures are going to continue to drop. So come with me and we'll get warmed up. I might have to have a cup of snowflake tea again. Oh, I'm inside. I didn't get quite as wet as I thought I was going to get, especially since I only had a long puffer vest on. So my sleeves are a little bit wet. I might have to take this off, but it's a lovely warm sweater I got for my birthday. So it was perfect for being out in the cold today. When I woke up this morning, I was still perfectly warm in bed. But when I got out of bed, I realized it was a lot colder than it has been. And when I checked, it said it was only -3 Celsius, but with the wind chill, it was -8. Now, I think that's about 17 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's not horrifically cold, but it's getting pretty cold for here and for what I'm used to, and especially for being in an not properly or not very well insulated bus with an awful lot of big single pane windows. So I went in and had coffee with my friend, as I often do, and came back out and sat down in my chair here and got out this, which I've shown you before. And usually if I have this on and my slippers, I'm fine in here. I could sit in here all day and be perfectly comfortable. That wasn't the case today. I found that my hands were getting really cold. Now, yes, I could have put on gloves, but it wasn't pleasant to be in here, and I did start to get a bit chilled. So I thought, okay, well, if I get into bed, I will be warm, and I'm sure that's still the case. But who wants to be in bed all day and all night? So I went back into my friend's and sat by the fire and had a nice hot mug of mocha, and yeah, stayed in there for a couple of hours, which was lovely. That's fine. And then I decided I better come out and check how the bus was feeling, and decided that I didn't know how long the snow would last. Sometimes we'll get snow and it will last for a while, and sometimes it disappears within a few hours. And I thought, if I'm going to make my snow angel, I better get bundled up and go for a walk. So that's what we just did. Now I'm back in here, and I can tell that it's much cooler than it normally is, even with the little additional things I did to add a bit of extra insulation. I'm so glad I did them, because I think if I hadn't, I wouldn't even be able to sleep in here. Now, my daughter has said to me, "Mom, you've got to come to our house if you're too cold, and we'll set something up for you. We'll set a bed up for you." And if I find that tonight I can't stay warm enough in bed, and it is supposed to get colder over the next few days, I will definitely go to my daughter's. I know I could go into my friend's house. I could go to my sister's house. I have options, but I love my bed. I sleep best when I'm in my own bed. And besides that, all my things are in here. To go somewhere else, I've got to pack some clothes, get my toiletries out, things like that. And yeah, if I can stay in here, that's what I prefer to do. So we'll see how tonight goes, and I'll let you know. Okay? All right. But I'm so glad I got to make my snow angel. I know it's silly, but I think it's those kind of things that keep you young too, you know, doing things that you did as a kid. Another little delightful thing that I enjoy doing is feeding the birds, especially on these cold winter days. It just really is so delightful to watch all the different types fluttering about in the yard. I should have waited to do my snow angel because the following day we had more snow, and instead of seeing my imprint, which was a little bit of snow and mainly mud, you would have seen a proper full snow angel. But here you never know. It can snow and be gone within a few hours, so I didn't want to take the chance on missing out. But the snow we had that day, which was at the beginning of the week, it's Friday now, it has lingered. The temperatures have continued to drop. And last night, it got down to minus 11 Celsius, which is, I think, 12 degrees Fahrenheit. And I've been getting texts and phone calls from family and friends, you know, saying, are you okay? Are you warm enough? Do you need to come here? Last night it got down to, with the wind chill, minus 11. And I was perfectly comfortable in bed all night long. Getting out of bed this morning was a whole different story. And the last few days, it's not been warm enough to be comfortable sitting in my chair in here. I've had to have not only the big green puffy thing that I wrap around me on, but also I've had to wear gloves to sit here and try and be comfortable. I tried plugging in another small ceramic heater, but it blew a fuse, and I don't know why, but I didn't realize it until I got so cold. I decided I'd better check, and the light was off on the bigger heater as well, so it took a while to start to bring the temperature up again in here. So yeah, not fun being in here during the daytime. Now today though, the sun has been out pretty much all day, and so the bus doesn't feel quite as cold. I just got back in here, spent half a day in my friend's house having coffee and sitting by the fire. But you know, as much as that's lovely, going to a friend's house for coffee or going for dinner at my sister's or my daughter's or, you know, with other family, I like to be in my home and be able to do things, whether it's to start working on some sort of a project or, you know, just to be comfortable puttering around in my home. And that hasn't been the case. So I'm still super grateful I have the bus. And I'm looking forward to more snow coming tonight because I love the snow and I love being out in the crisp air. It's just not fun sitting in here. So I realize, yeah, this bus with all these big windows and without extra proper insulation, especially under my bed, yeah, it's not for four-season living. So that's going to wrap it up for this week's video. It did reach a point where the cold made it not fun to be in here. And I wasn't sure if that was going to happen or not. But it's okay. It's only going to last, well, probably a few more days, but I'm seeing temperatures gradually coming back up. They'll still be in the minus, but if it's at -5 even, I can stay comfortable sitting in here. So we'll get through this. It'll be just fine. And, you know, when I'm going through a tough time, I always say, well, I'll just eat the ice cream. In other words, everything will be okay if I just eat the ice cream. I'm not feeling like eating ice cream right now, but I'm fine, and I will get through this winter, and yeah, it's all good. Wherever you are in our big blue marble in the sky, I hope you're having a really wonderful day. I hope you've had a good week. I love you all so much, and I'm going to say bye-bye for now, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye. A big thank you to all of you who shared on my last video your comments about the things that bring you joy and peace in your life. I loved reading every single one of them.